Now, your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we're at a temperature that's a little bit warmer than it was 24 hours ago. We're at 73 degrees. Dew point value comes in at 67. Now, yesterday's dew point, you may even remember, we started the morning off with dew points in the 50s, and then we climbed up into the 60s, and now we're solidly in the upper 60s, which for a lot of folks, it's starting to feel just that little bit more muggy out there. And the reason is we have a southerly component to our wind. Southwest now, coming in at about 8. That southwesterly wind will continue throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon before we start to see a switch in those winds as a frontal boundary sinks its way southward. 66 in Parrish, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch coming in at 68, 73 in Sarasota, 74 Lakewood Ranch, 72 in Venice, Inglewood coming in at 72 as well, 68 degrees in Northport, 63 in Punta Gorda. This represents about, as I mentioned, a 7-8 degrees increase in temperature over 24 hours near the coastline. Inland, still an increase in temperature, but not quite as much, coming in at about a 4 or 5 plus temperature increase. So as we head through the afternoon, I don't think we'll see the temperatures get all that cooler, despite the fact that we have a cold front moving through. But we will notice a shift in the winds that will bring down some drier air. So here's what we've got, 68 degrees by around 7 a.m. I think we'll lose a degree or two off our current temperature. 78 degrees by 12 noon. Then by 3 p.m. we'll be looking at 79. Still a lot of sunshine around. We might see a few more clouds around the 3 p.m. time. That's about the time the cold front will be moving through. Put in about a 10% chance, if that, of a shower that's mostly going to be out in Gulf waters, and it's mostly going to be in inland areas perhaps. And then a 75 temperature as we get into 7 p.m. and by that time I think you will have noticed that little bit of a wind shift and a little bit of drier air moving through. So there is the low pressure center moving up the northeastern coastline, and that's going to produce some inclement weather around the D.C. area today, then on up into New York City this afternoon. So if you're traveling to that corridor, you know, it's going to be raining there. A frontal boundary extends down into Gulf waters, and that frontal boundary moves through. A second front will come through on Sunday, but you'll hardly notice that one. The first front, this one here, will produce, as I mentioned, very little rainfall for us, despite the fact that it will shift our winds and bring us that lower humidity air. So mostly sunny, dry today, higher humidity, that's noticeable this morning, but the wind shift will bring in the drier air right straight through the weekend. So even though we don't lose much in the way of a temperature, we still have that beautiful dry weather right straight through the weekend. Sunny conditions as well. Should be a great weekend. So why no rain? There's why. This is the water vapor imagery. Dry air indicated by tan contours at mid and upper level. It's too dry to rain, basically. That's the story. We have a little bit of cloud cover. We're squeaking out a shower or two from very low-topped clouds, and that's it. As the front sinks southward, we'll watch a chance, perhaps, of thunderstorms, and that's just thunderstorms, nothing severe, over on the other coast as we get kind of a sea breeze interaction with that wind that's generally going to be off the west. But it's not going to produce any thunderstorm activity in our neck of the woods at all. In fact, as I mentioned, we'll be lucky to see even any appreciable rainfall. Saturday, Sunday, both look rain-free across the entire state. So the forecast looks like this: a southwest wind shifting to the northwest at 10 to 15, becoming northwest at 10 to 15, southwest at 15 later tonight. So winds picking up just a little, light chop building to a moderate chop. Okay, here's your forecast for the week ahead. Looks like this: 10% chance of an inland shower, 79 degrees. As we head into tomorrow, 80 degrees. Plenty of sunshine on Sunday. Low relative humidity. Looks like a beautiful weekend. As we head into the week ahead, we've got temperatures that will continue to rise as we head into the work week.